guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Most recently, you are here in Kesu, a port town and capital of the country of Shu, where you have come seeking political influence and kind of trying to resupply on your way down to the Carial Isle in an effort to gain favor and connections so you can negotiate with the Lady of Shadows. This is all in deference and attempting to reclaim Twilight's homeland of the Shantara Isle, Shantara Grove, and see exactly what's going on and how we can politically influence that area. Last week we left off with you guys at the Kesu Library, a magnificent structure containing many stories, both literal and figurative, both in architecture and literature. As we start the session today, we find you guys still inside the Kesu Library, talking with the librarian, who is currently standing off to the side. Well, not necessarily talking to him, but he's standing off to the side watching you do research. Is there any type of research or other thing you'd like to do in the library of Kesu?
No research left for me right now. Anyone else?
I believe I have found everything that I have found that I have needed.
Okay. Are you ready to leave?
Is your wine, mistress?
Takes a sip of the wine and says,
I'll find Mujir and thank him for his hospitality and his guidance through the place, and otherwise begin to head out.
Okay. And with his downcast eyes, he goes, "Yes, mistress." And you guys can leave. Going out into the town. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
anybody seen Eowyn?
Eowyn slipped away, and you've not seen him in quite some time. In fact, I don't think you've seen him at the library.
He was with us when we left the ship. He was with us. He didn't. I don't think he rounded that corner 3 blocks ago. Where did he go?
I don't know. I thought he was with us, but apparently not.
Is the guide still here?
Yep, waiting outside as you emerge. She is waiting for you. Did you
This
find
conversation
it?
about where Eowyn is
Right before you get to her.
yeah, like we're trying not to
Of course.
say it loud enough for her to hear.
That's very private, very hush hush. We're not going to let her hear.
What did she say?
It's
I
private.
said it's very.
Hush, hush.
Oh, I meant no. I meant what did Kaikatsu say?
She hasn't yet. Because you guys are still discussing Eowyn on your way up to her. She's just waiting.
Okay.
Any other discussion you want to have about Eowyn before you approach her?
Yeah, idea where Eowyn could have gone?
I think he could have gone to deliver, you know?
I thought he said that he was going to do that at. Oh,
I thought so too. I just don't know what else to suspect.
with the people here, though, I'm really afraid of him walking around by himself, considering this is apparently very matriarchal
Absolutely is.
and other things. And because she's got on her mask, she looks pointedly at um at Isloran, doing everything, just just staring into her eyes, going, and trying to convey that we're in Joseph's Eye territory and not in
Not
Covenant,
friendly territory.
not friendly territory at all.
Soren picks up on that for sure.
Cool. So, as you guys approach Kikatu, she looks at you. Did you enjoy the edifice?
Absolutely. This is a marvelous place. Thank you for taking us to it.
She nods. What else would you like to see?
We would like to visit the markets so that we can uh, resupply for the journey.
Very well. And she turns and starts walking. Very efficient. Not a lot of pomp and circumstance, just kind of walking along. As you go around, you're able to look up and down the city streets. Are you being curious or are you simply following her direction?
Oh, I know at least I'm gonna be just looking around, observing, like um, seeing, trying to see like what are people up to, what kinds of buildings do they have, like what the general vibe is in the town.
General vibe, it's a little bit of this hesitation because she's coming through town with dignitaries. So there's this air of fear that people might just get smoked because they're in the way. The guards with the halberds are off on either side. You can easily see them down the streets, and they're moving people away so that you are not bothered and so that they're not seen. This is 100% a presentation thing for you guys. You're certain that with your passive insight that there's more going on in this city than you are being shown, but does that really affect you? As you're walking along, she will come to a shop here. And while I don't have the interior of the shop, I do have the person who would be in the shop. So let me get them for you. As you arrive, inside there is a woman dressed in green and black. She greets you. Hello. Can I help you?
Greetings. We are looking looking for supplies for a ship for um,
Of course.
blanking on blanking on the word I'm looking for. Like
For a voyage, I'm certain.
yes.
You must be the foreigners.
We are indeed. I am Islaren, daughter of Denrin and Kolos, ambassador from the Shinoza Protectorate.
She will bow deeply to you.
And I'll bow in return,
I am
just
Nomalun.
mirroring her gesture.
She
Pleasure to
bow.
meet you, Nomalun.
Welcome to my humble establishment. We have supplies for many vessels. You look around, and this storefront is just a front. It is the basic, it's like the Quickie Mart, but you can tell that there's a massive warehouse behind it, and it is on the docks. This is the front shop for an entire supply organization. If you've ever been to like the Coke or Pepsi plants, they have a little gift shop in the front with drinks and food, and then you can go and buy truckloads of drinks at the back. That's the type
We
of
bought a
establishment.
Pepsi or a Coke plans, but we did the Heineken tour. Pretty similar.
Okay.
It's true. It was great.
We have Pepsi and Coke as well as Dr. Pepper down here in San Antonio, so like just down the street. Cool. So, Shoes Piggly Wiggly.
We affectionately call it the Hoggly Woggly.
The Hoggly Woggly. Damn. All right. So Nomalun is in charge of the Hoggly Woggly.
You're welcome.
All right. We can put that on the NPC list.
Yes,
Nice.
it's canon.
It's not the five and dime.
Woggly in Kisu. All right. What was
This
the
is not
question?
the five and dime.
Repeat that. I didn't hear you.
And at least it's not the five and dime.
Oh yeah, no. No, Five and Dime's not a good place. Not a fan of them. We had one here for a while, but no. So, what supplies would you like?
Character, what supplies do we need at this point? Like, I mean, I'm guessing we're stocking up on food, but anything like specific beyond that?
I think he's asking you guys.
Yeah, I am.
Say that one more time, please.
What
Sorry.
supplies do you guys need from the Hoggly Woggly?
Different herbs necessary for cooking. That would be fantastic.
Okay. She will put together an entire crate of herbs. How much would you like to spend on herbs, Covet von Sin?
50 gold.
50 gold of herbs. All right. So you get a 3x3x3 cube crate of various herbs.
Yep.
It weighs 250 pounds. Awesome. Of course, you're going to make Twilight carry it.
Of course. That's. Here you go. Good job.
Twilight, how are you carrying a 3-foot crate?
With these arms.
With these arms. Uh-huh.
And Covet gives him this crate with the air of she is completely expecting him to carry this, no problem, that sort of thing. But on the inside, where nobody can see, She is like cringing. She knows she's never going to hear the end of it once she gets to the ship.
So, Twilight, you have a crate with 2 rope handles. You're able to carry 250 pounds, right? Lift, pull, drag.
Sure, absolutely.
Is that accurate?
Let's see. Under this, does it say here?
When you go to your inventory, up at the top, there should be the weight. If you click on that, it'll tell you how much you can lift.
Lift, pull, drag is at 300 pounds.
Okay, and how much are you currently carrying, sir?
Current weight distribution is 85 pounds.
So this is too heavy for you unless you drop your backpack or hand it to someone.
Twilight will suffer through it.
So you are going to be encumbered?
Yes.
All right.
How far is the ship from here?
Oh, it's around the docks, a good, at least a quarter mile.
Great.
Anything else you guys want to buy other than cooking herbs?
Well,
No? Okay.
All right. What potions were you looking for?
Kiki would love it if you brought him a gift of potions of heroism if they've got them.
A gift of them, yes.
He's back on the ship, but but you know him well enough now.
Right.
and
Twilight will remind the ambassador graciously and ever humble, with his eyes always turned down, looking at the floor, reminding of harrowing travels and trials and tribulations. So any type of potions of enhancement of some shape, form, or fashion, to include the repairing of health points, is always greatly needed.
She looks at Covet. You allow him to speak.
only when I have specifically requested him to remind us of purchasing items. It's kind of a list take.
Very well. So, how many potions was that again? Twilight?
It was 4 potions of speed, 3 potions of heroism, 1 potion of flying, 1 greater potion, and 3 potions of healing.
Awesome. Everything except for those potions of speed.
I'm being facetious.
Nice job, though.
That was great. Just
Nice
sliding that in.
try. So,
And can you please put in there a potion of strength, please?
she smiles. Of course. And a potion of strength. I believe you mean a potion of growth.
Anything to make him stronger so he can carry this easier.
Of course. She smiles and will put a potion of growth in there as well.
That's what I meant. Thank you.
Now, is there anything else? As this is going to cost 4,000 gold pieces.
I pull out 4,000 gold pieces. Because I have it.
ensure that when he drinks it, that he imbibes fully, so that you can gain the maximum effect.
Of course. I appreciate the suggestion.
It's a simple recommendation, after all. We all have needs. And a need for a good beast of burden is important.
Of course.
So, Twilight's Call, would you take the potion of growth?
Thank you, mistress.
I couldn't hear that.
I'm sitting here going, how many potions? What exactly did he purchase? Because I was trying to make a list, and oh my god,
I had 4 potions of heroism, correct?
Yes.
I believe you had 3 potions of greater healing. Also correct?
Uh-huh.
And
4 potions of speed.
those were not there, so you do not get those. In spite of your
Nope.
repeated attempts to acquire the impossible.
I have 1, but I'm saving that for a rainy day.
Uh-huh. Oh, look, thunderclouds. Yay! We can make it rain, no sweat. All right.
Do they have an expiration date?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I should apply the expiration dates to potions of speed, after which point they lose their efficacy.
I could go with that.
At
At least it gets them back in the game.
Perhaps. I will have to consider that. Meanwhile, Twilight's Call is like, no, my potion's going to expire. Had it for years.
Oh, good.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just past the expiration date, and he
It
begins.
just
to
turns
play.
into an unstable potion of speed.
Unstable potion of speed. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Every round you have to do the wild magic surge. That'd be awesome.
Oh my gosh! I still have horror. I've got PTSD from that. Oh my gosh!
Is it every round or every? Never mind.
Yeah, every time you do anything, yeah, that'd be fun.
And this is how we forget Twilight.
Again.
Like somebody else, I think.
All right. So, anything else you need from the vendor here?
Just spent 4,000 gold on 4 potions of heroism, three greater healing, and 1 potion of growth. Ouch!
It was how much gold for the heroism, 3 greater, and then the 1 in growth?
4,000 gold total.
Yep. Welcome.
A pleasure doing business with you.
I would
Yes.
like a potion of flying as well.
A potion of flying. Of course, my lady. And she's going to go and collect the potion of flying. And that she will return. That will be 500 gold.
Of course. And I'll pay that amount.
Okay.
And do you, by any chance, sell gems as well?
Of course, my lady.
I will hand a list to her.
Okay.
Of just gems in various quantities. Basically, each one
Alright.
listed like 100 gold pieces worth. Although just 13 100 diamonds, 200 emeralds, 200 in the stones, and 200 sapphires, but 100 for the rest,
All right.
which totals out to 3,100 gold.
3,100 golden gemstones. Yep, she will provide those to you. They're of various qualities and sizes, but you're able to acquire the gemstones you're looking for.
Sweet. Knock down basically all my gold.
Is there anything else you guys need?
I am all set.
Okay, cool.
That is
As you are finishing up your transaction, Lauren, I need a perception check, please. With a 10.
Today, Saphira.
Rabbit has just always. Why did it go nature? I pressed perception. What? Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Perception.
Well,
'cause
with a 25,
Because
you...
Kevin is on alert for everything now.
Yep. Islaren, you are able to see that your husband, Rolmos, is trying to pass you something without someone seeing, but he's not much for subterfuge, and so it's painfully obvious what he's trying to do. Would you accept it, or how would you respond?
I would accept it.
All right. It's a small bag with a note on it. And it says 20 potions of healing.
And just like since I did just spend all my gold, is the bag like does the bag like have like the amount to pay for them, or is it just
It feels very light. Are you going to open and look into it?
I will.
Okay. Inside there are glittering pearls.
Um, with my experience with gems and my proficiency in jeweler's tools, would I be able to tell how much they're worth?
Based off of your previous knowledge, this is about 2,000 gold worth of pearls.
Right. And potion appeal. See, he wanted 20 of them, right?
Yep. And
Okay.
with your passive
So, in that
insight,
case-
he's resupplying the ship, the Fantastic Four, Kiki, himself, and you guys with potions of healing.
Well, I will take. In that case, I'll take half the pearls out and pay for 20 potions of healing.
Okay. She will provide you with the crate that has the potions in them, and Rolmos, after it is placed on the floor, will pick it up and carry it. It's significantly smaller than Twilight's crate. Not that size matters.
Not the size of the crate; it's how you carry it.
Right.
100%.
Wait, what?
You have to grab it from the bottom.
What are we talking about again?
The crate.
Crates, of
Okay,
course.
the crates. Okay, understood.
What did you think we were talking about?
I don't know. The hand motions that I saw on the webcam were completely different. So, ready to leave?
I'll give her another bow and thank her, and prepare to head out.
She bows again. Pleasant day.
Rabbit bows and turns and gives Twilight the potion of growth once we get outside. As he kind of drags this thing across the floor.
Twilight, you are administered a potion of growth.
Yes.
Do you grow?
In strength.
Can I get you to roll your d4 to determine how many hours you're going to be big? Yep.
Longer, and I need to consult the doctor.
Uh-huh. Covet, you've never seen Twilight so big before.
He's really big.
That's what she said.
I think that was never mind.
All right. So you take your stuff back to the ship?
Yes.
All right. That's when we're going to pan the camera over to where Eowyn is. Eowyn, where are you? Did we lose Eowyn? Or there you are.
Is it working?
It is working, yes.
Oh, I already found where I need to go, so it's just a matter of passing time until it's night.
Okay. Where would you wait?
I wouldn't wait on there. Yeah, mainly just look around the city a bit.
Okay. Just moseying? Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. I need you to go ahead and roll an intimidation check, as there's going to be some people following you. With a 9.
My first roll of the day, too.
Yep. Eowyn, you see 4 guys stalking you. You're alone in a strange city, and these guys are 100 feet behind you, and have picked you out as a rich guy who needs to get less rich. They're going to approach you quickly. What would you like to do?
Eowyn wouldn't exactly pick up on this because he doesn't think he looks that rich, so he'll just kind of wave at them, see if he can ask what they want.
They will all 4 come up to you, and they have cruel swords. They don't look nice at all. They're not much more than bent sections of a trash can. As they come up to you, "Oi, foreigner. Give us your purse."
I don't have a purse.
"Your gold. Hand it over."
I don't think I have any on me right now.
"What about this?" And they start grabbing at your backpack, trying to tear it off you.
It won't yank his bag away and hold on to it.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything you need to see in there.
"No. Then you better hand it over. You wouldn't want to catch one of these to the gut. Pretty armor of yours. Sell it. Remove the pretty skin off of him."
Uh,
How would you like to act? as they're threatening to strip you and sell your armor off.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take what you said seriously for a moment. Listen, I'm sure there's much richer people around. I really have nothing.
Hand it over. And they start reaching for the backpack one more time. This time, they're going to try to cut the straps with their sword unless you do something.
Well, this has been a very warm welcome. Hi. And Aeon will quickly and duck to avoid them trying to cut the straps and run away.
Okay, you're going to try to run away? All right. Need you to go ahead and roll your athletics or acrobatics check to get away. And we're going to tell you what you need to roll here to beat. You're looking to beat. With the 23, you're able to shove them over and run away. So,
Jesus, yeah.
as you shove your way out of the mugging, you're free. You've left them behind, holding nothing but air and their janky swords. Where are you going as you're running down the street? They're chasing you.
Yeah, nope, that answers that. I was just gonna ask if I lost them.
Not yet.
There we are.
Welcome, Lily.
Sorry about being late.
Hope you're
Sorry
feeling
about
better.
being late. Yeah. Had to get better.
So, where are you going?
I don't know. Where am I going?
Oh no, we're talking to Aowen. Aowen just got mugged and has powered out.
Oh no.
Oh, well, if I could use magic, it would have gone very differently. Can I try and run into one of the shops?
Sure, you can run into one of the shops.
they're-
Absolutely.
I
you can
doubt
run
they're
into-
dumb enough to go in there.
Cool. You run into one of the shops, and as you do so, there's a woman there who greets you. Yes. Where's your mistress?
My what? Aeon will look back to see if they're still there.
They're just outside, waiting. Can I help you? What do you want?
I gotta be honest, there's you think you can call someone? There's some guys out here trying to rob me.
Men outside attempting to rob you. And why does that matter to me? You're not mine.
What does being yours have to do with anything?
Why would I be involved? Why should she get involved?
If it means anything, I'm here doing work with the ambassador of the protectorate.
Oh, very well. And she will bring out a whip. One moment. And she will walk out front, and While you're still inside her shop, she closes the door, and you can hear the loud snap of the sonic booms as she whips these men. You hear it 40, 50, 60 times before she comes back into the shop, coils the whip. They will not bother you anymore. Is there anything I can do for you? What can the ambassador need of me?
Anyone will sign and leave. Thank you. While I'm here, what do you sell?
Literature.
Literature? Like,
Books.
oh, books. Really? You're just the second library I come across.
Yes.
How many libraries are there in this town, then?
Many. Is there something you need?
No, I believe that's handled. If it's not too much to ask, may I get your name?
He smiles. I will tell you my name. My name is Altun.
Okay, thank you.
You do not wish to buy anything from the woman who saved your life. Your appreciation is unmatched and matches the reputation of the Protectorate as being cheap.
No, okay, well, maybe my friend will need something. Do you have the last book of the Weasel the Meat Locker series? I think that's what you read.
She looks at you. The next one. Oh, yes. And which one does she have? Do you know which one she has?
I'm not aware. I just know they need the last one. I think they have the first two.
Ah, yes. And so we're going to go ahead and get that one. I need to go and actually collect the title because I commissioned someone to do that. And it is called the third book of the Weasel in the Mink trilogy was Ferrets in the Farmhouse was the third title. Okay. That will be 1 gold piece.
I will hand her the gold piece.
Okay. Cool. She hands you the book.
And thank you for dealing with the guys earlier again.
Of course. Anything for the Protectorate and the guests of MKL. Welcome to Kesu. You should be with your mistress.
Yeah, I might return to them at this point, honestly.
Do you walk out?
Yeah.
All right. As you come outside, you look to the left and the right, looking to make sure that you're not going to get ambushed. The corpses of 3 men are sitting there. The 4th is missing.
Well, that's a fun sight, isn't it?
All right. So where are you going, Naomi?
I think at this point I'm just gonna try and find the party.
Okay. Are you going to go back to the ship, or are you going to try to find them in town?
I'll try to find them in town.
Okay. Let's roll your investigation check, please. With the 16? Awesome. Yeah, you'll see a enormous Twilight's Call, a good 10 feet tall, carrying a crate down near the docks. He's hard to miss.
I only left for a few hours.
As you've only left them for a few hours, Twilight's Call apparently has gotten into a potion of growth, and you see the rest of the party making their way to the ship. Would you like to join them there?
Yeah.
Okay, you make your way in that direction. As you all come to the ship, Mr. Shakik Al-Nazir is aboard the ship. What have you been doing today, as you've had 6 hours to yourself?
I don't think that's for public consumption.
I mean, part of it is, sure. I mean, we did. I think Kiki will have tried to convince the Fab Four to go down with him onto the dock and see if they could do a little busking, and like he'd do a soft shoe, see if the ladies wanted to play instruments, and we'll put a hat out.
The Fab Four, one of them will not come down off the ship.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she won't leave, huh?
She's not allowed
They
to.
called
The
her a
other
traitor.
three will join you down on the docks and will entertain the fact that you are busking, and will keep you safe by being the feminine presence in the area. But they're very much on guard. I think one of them might join you to dance, but the other two, this is a hostile work environment where they're currently being treated as military, and they're on duty, so they are here to protect and defend the ship.
All right.
Can I get your performance?
I will pick up on their what's going on with them and try to stay on alert while I'm performing.
Sure. Let's get your performance check. All right. With the 14, you're going to gain 14 gold pieces, sir.
Oh my gosh, that ain't bad, guys.
As the perception is that these women have enslaved you to perform at their whim. So, the
Up with their
great
charms.
dancing bird.
Sounds interesting.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Oh, my bedtime girl. Yeah, anyway. So,
Hello, my right guy.
Now you got me thinking of the dancing frog from
Yes.
Warner
Looney
Brothers.
Tunes. Yep.
the Warner Brothers cartoon.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Michigan J Frog.
Was that
That's
his
it.
name?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
it.
Okay. I didn't know that was his name.
The first cartoon with him in it was in Detroit.
Interesting.
Posted in Detroit, and they named him Michigan J Frog after that.
Cool. So, Ayla Taylor, you were at the library. You have gone shopping with the party and are returning to the ship. Twilight's Call, being a 10-foot lumbering individual, before you carries a crate at the whim of Covet von Sin. What would you be
Well,
doing, Ayla?
I'm going to take on our shopping trip. I bought some new spices and things, and so I'm going to take.
No,
those.
I bought them for you.
Whoa, you did. Okay.
That's why he's so big.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to make sure that they get put away correctly. But I did buy myself a new cookbook because I know nothing about this part of the continent.
Okay.
So
You'll
I'm
have
going
spent 5 silver pieces on a cookbook.
It sounds good to me. It's a deal. Anyway, so I'll make sure that the spices and everything get put away correctly, and then I think I'm just gonna go up on deck and sit and read my cookbook for a while and learn some.
Sit and read a cookbook. Understood. Not my favorite choice of activities, but to each their own.
Well, it's part of my job is on my mission for my God is to learn about the cuisine and the food of other places and to make sure that all can have access to that. So, yeah.
Cool. All right. So, as you guys are unloading things onto the ship, or loading, I should say, Eowyn approaches the ship.
There you are.
Hi.
Is everything okay?
You know, the people here have very interesting welcome mats.
Oh,
Go put these spices in the hole, mistress.
Thank you. Welcome mats. Did somebody say welcome mats?
I almost got mugged.
Did you say
Shit.
mugged?
are you okay?
Yeah, I ran into the
Did
shop.
they-
No, I ran away from them and into the shop. And then once I told her I was with you, basically, she went out and I guess with them all to death as I saw the corpses. But yeah, no,
Wow.
it's a very interesting warm welcome, I guess. Twilight, I had a book for you.
Oh, thank you. How much do I owe you?
You don't owe me anything. It's okay.
Perfect.
Kiki, I got a couple of potions of heroism for you.
Oh, all right. I really appreciate that. Can I pay you for them?
Yeah, we're good.
Are you sure? I don't mind paying for them.
It's all good. You get the potions next time.
All right, it's a deal.
And she hands over the potions. She makes sure she does it with her left hand and shakes his hand with her right.
As you do so, swirls of dark energy wash up and down your arms into his.
She smiles demurely.
That's not concerning
I
at
see
all
this?
to you. Oh, of course you see it.
So there was dark energy swirling up my arm.
Chop 'em.
Chi-Chi, if it hasn't clicked yet, you made a deal with the Fae.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, I keep forgetting you're Faye. You just seem like such a nice person.
Ouch, that's painful.
She's a very nice person.
Ooh.
I'm nice. I'm nice.
That's racist, right?
Oh, maybe that came out wrong.
I forget you're Faye because you're such a nice person. Right.
Pointed. I mean, yeah. Wow.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Oh yeah.
There is.
Do we have a problem, Kiki? Because I mean, if we do, I mean, we need to work on this.
Evidently, you've risen above the status quo.
Apparently.
Oh, we don't have any problems. I don't think. I just, I just need to remember.
That's it. He doesn't think.
Just make sure that the potions that he has to acquire are potions of speed.
I think we need some intelligence potions.
Wow.
Yeah, I love this session so much right now. This is great. Oh, the burns. That being said, she just kind of she chuckles a bit and says, when we get out to sea, I have some information for you that you've been requesting.
For me?
Yes.
Shakika
And she
Lazar,
looks-
you've been granted inspiration.
Ouch. Yes, information that you had asked me to do some research on, and she looks pointedly at him, trying to convey the dream that he had.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah. Gotcha.
We'll talk about that when we leave.
But not here. I gotcha. And he'll wink. Probably not very subtly.
The whole head kind of.
Well,
I have
he's
a
an
gift for
Aarakocra.
this.
His eyes are on
I
the
have-
side of his head.
Yeah. So I mean,
Check the Discord chat.
Sorry, repeat that?
Check the Discord chat.
What's going on?
Oh, that.
Yes,
that-
uh-huh.
know it.
The Mr. Bean, yep.
there you go.
Yeah, that check.
All right. So it's 4:00 in the afternoon. You have your supplies aboard your ship. Everything's going fairly well. I mean, it's been the death of some muggers, and you've got some information. What would you guys like to do?
Are we complete here, or do we still have other requirements that we need in the city?
I'm done.
I have
Is there
nothing left.
any outstanding things that need to be taken care of before we depart the city?
You got something in your throat?
Yeah, I think it's
Lauren, can I talk to you?
Say that again.
I need to talk to his Lauren.
Certainly. Let's go to. There's my quarters, or yours. We'll speak privately.
Are we on the ship alone, real quick, before they go down?
Yes.
Okay. Cabot goes to see that Islauren and Eowyn are leaving, and she quickly grabs Islauren's arm just to stop her for a moment and just say, I know things need to still be attended to for Eowyn, but please understand that walking around in the dark here is not good. at all.
Understood.
It is very dangerous. Especially with... She kind of points gently, not ostentatiously points to the mask to get her to the mask that she's currently wearing, to get her point across.
Have you told this to Eowyn?
Have not had a chance. Figured it would be better coming from you.
We'll
They
see.
trust to you more. And with that, she lets us learn go.
Okay.
So I'll follow Eowyn down to the hold.
Cool. Cool. Eowyn, Islarin joins you down below decks.
Once we're in private, like, I found one of the first libraries I'm supposed to be delivering to.
Did.
And I talked to him. God, I feel awful about doing this. Seems like such a sweet guy. And to think that someone like that is an assassin.
Appearances aren't always what they seem to be.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But you've removed the powder, right?
I have.
Then perhaps delivering the letter to him now would do him a favor, for he would understand threats that he faces.
Really think so?
I think that there are several different paths to take. For example, delivering the letter itself, delivering a more general warning. Obviously, you could choose not to deliver the letter and let him face the consequences of his actions, regardless of what they may be. But so long as you are not trying to kill him, is, well, I won't say no harm being done, for running communications between assassins is less ideal, but under the circumstances, not a bad way forward. But what do you think?
I truly think this is all absurd.
Sometimes life is absurd.
Do you think you could accompany me in going back there?
And yes. Do you wish for all of us to accompany you?
No, I'll make it too obvious. I don't want it to be known that I'm delivering them.
All right. Now, I will note that I am not the most subtle person. If you still wish for me to accompany you, I will certainly do so. Just that you are taking this into account. However, if there is any reason for subtlety to be abandoned, well, we've seen each other in action.
I
Oh, you broke up. Ewan? Okay. Looks like Ewan's having some problems. There's,
yeah, sorry. I'm trying to plug in my laptop. It's spazzing out.
Okay.
1 second.
Yeah, it is currently 4:30 p.m. So not dark yet. You guys got about 3 hours before sunset. Covet. Up on deck, you see that with one guard walking by.
Covet still has on her mask and is really good at hiding the shock, even with her eyes at this point. But seeing that, she is very concerned. So she immediately turns and walks unhurriedly, as not to raise any suspicion, to stopping and adjusting things along the way, making it look like she's helping with the ship.
Sure.
But making her way to the door where she can go below decks and try to find Islaren and Eowyn.
Okay.
When she gets to the door, she'll knock where she hopes they are.
Cool. Islaren and Eowyn, you hear a knock at the door.
Eowyn?
I'll go open it.
Covet is there. Wearing a white porcelain mask.
Anyone is a bit startled by the mask.
Hey Eowyn, I'll take off the mask, but I need to step in the room before I do.
Okay. I'll move aside so she can step in.
She steps in, and as soon as Eowyn closes the door, she takes off the mask. Still has it in her possession. Her possessions. She puts it on her belt, and then looks at Eowyn, and then Islaren, and says, I believe I know what you're talking about. Is it about a certain delivery? And if it is, you might have a problem.
What problem?
You ever heard of a crimson displacer beast?
No.
They're not good. And the Night Watch walk with them. And they're already out. I've heard of this, but never seen it in person. Well, here you are. And they are nasty.
Twilight, you're not getting one as a pet.
Are you sure you want to do this? You're kidding.
Twilight.
In real life, Covet will lean over and poke Twilight. And
Okay, well, listen. Out of character, is it a cat or a dog?
there's the displacer beast is actually a cat.
Okay, well, maybe there's not as much trouble with the cat.
Oh, they're
Cats are
really
easily bribed.
no, they're really mean.
Well, if Twilight wants one as a pet, just cats are usually easily bribed with treats. So,
No,
just saying.
he's got Zerona. He's got a dragon.
He doesn't have a cat.
No. Covet puts her foot down and kind of puts her arms across her chest. Is like, no.
In fact, put a saddle on.
That being
Your
said,
ears burning, Twilight.
that being said, the displacer beasts are not good at all.
Are they why you warned me about going out at night?
Yes, like I said, I had heard that this was a potential, but I hadn't seen it until just now, and they are already walking past the ships. I don't know if this is a good idea.
Turn to Aowen.
Covet is also looking at Iowan.
I'm not so sure this is a good idea either anymore.
Is there any way? Oh, sorry. Please continue.
I didn't say anything. You probably heard my fan.
Is there any way that we can deliver this without it being connected to you?
I really don't think so. I mean, I was the one that asked to deliver them.
You said that you went to the place earlier today.
Yes, I managed to find it.
Did it look like a place where one could have a plausible reason to visit it.
Well, he does do book clubs often with the ladies in the city. I happened to stumble upon it during that.
Was there a book club meeting when you went in?
I don't think so.
We could simply go and ask about the book club. Allow the subterfuge to be in our words and not our actions.
I mean, didn't you give a book to Twilight? Didn't we use something like that to get us into the book club?
Do you think we could?
It would give us pause. We could just say this is the book that we happen to have on us at the time. I mean, it could work, but going at night is definitely not a good idea.
Is there really no way we can get past the guards?
Hold on, I am looking at my notes.
Let's say there are several ways we can get past the guards. Just that our options may be limited if we care about avoiding diplomatic incidents.
Exactly. Anything with magic is a no-go. We can't do that. And she looks at Islauren. For both of our sakes, we can't. And then she looks at Eowyn, and I was like, for your sake, you could potentially be the head of the Blue Cloaks. You don't want to make too many enemies if you can avoid it.
Do you think the bookstore is open late?
Most places, from what I understand, close after sundown. It has to do with how the Josephi work. And unfortunately, we are definitely not in friendly territory. So it would have to be during daylight.
If we are to do so today, then time is of the essence.
What time is it? Do we have how much time do we have left? I know we've been down here for a hot second.
Been down here for 15 minutes, so be 4:45.
Say that one more time, GM.
4:45. You've been down here for about 15 minutes.
And you said we have what, 3 hours until dark
Yes.
total before I came down here?
Correct.
Okay. We have about 2 hours and 45 minutes before sundown, before dark. we're gonna have to get this done and back in that time. We go to the book club, we could just say that we're wanting to experience the culture of a book club that Shao has to offer.
Has the added benefit of being somewhat true. Does sound intriguing.
I mean, we all like to read. Why not? And I can quickly skim through the Weasel of the Meat Locker. I've kind of read over it. Over Twilight's shoulder from time to time, little passages.
I love the fact she's deflecting on that.
Oh, for sure.
Uh-huh.
Little passages.
Little passages. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Hey, you ain't here. I ain't telling you nothing. Awesome.
What were those passages about, Covet?
A weasel and a meat locker.
Infiltration.
And the camera fades to black.
We in real world call it smut.
Twilight's on deck, salivating at the potential for this red displacer beast pelt.
So is this something that we want to do?
Have you read any of the chat?
And I'm ignoring because I'm talking to Lauren and Aowen.
Just giving ideas, dear.
So is this something that we still want to do? As she looks at Islaren and Aowen.
I mean, it's a good idea. It's just they're gonna see my face, and then he's gonna get the letter, and then he's gonna connect it with seeing me because he already saw me twice, and it's gonna be a whole thing.
So what's the plan?
Is this part? You said it was from. It's part of the House of Flowers, right?
Yeah.
Why not deliver it in a bouquet?
That's gonna make it more obvious. Give me a bouquet to someone you just met.
You could just say you're delivering it from somebody. Nobody's gonna question a delivery.
No man will receive flowers.
I am sorry. It's just you have brilliant ideas. It's just panicking.
No need to panic. Just think, and whatever you decide, we'll do.
It is the things that we do when we are most afraid that define who we are.
It's almost as wise as Saphira.
Is there a way we can go through this, but instead of it's just that all three of us do go, but I kind of stay outside the best I can from the librarian himself.
So when it comes time to deliver the letter, how would that work? Because certainly, well, I think you would remain beneath the notice of such a matriarchal society.
I can
It's go ahead.
I can wait outside the shop until you guys are done.
I think you being outside would be a bad idea. In the matriarchal society, you would be seen as almost like a lost puppy, a lost servant.
Is that what that one librarian kept asking about mistress?
Yes. Most likely.
Well, I'm willing to accompany you on this. I am not intending to play an active role in delivering this letter itself. That is a step beyond what I'm willing to do.
I don't want any of you guys to deliver it, and I know it needs to be me. If you deliver it, it might
Okay.
just put me in too much danger.
So then, in that case, I am intending to be clear on how it is to be delivered.
Maybe you could say you found the book outside and are returning it to him. Maybe he could find the owner and open up the book. I'm grasping at straws now.
Oh, no, that I like that idea.
Maybe if I slipped the letter in there and had it poking out the top of it so he noticed it.
Yes. I think that could potentially work.
I think so too. It is entirely plausible. It would be, frankly, easy to sell.
Then I think that's probably the best thing that we can do. And if we're going to do this, the time is of the essence.
So the question is, Eowyn, is that a plan you want to go forward with?
It's probably the best plan we'll have.
Correct.
If we don't bring Twilight with us, I'm dead. He'll kill me.
But can we avoid relaying this to Twilight?
I will have him on guard. And I'll just tell him that we just need him to guard us, which is true. For a mission. Just gonna have to trust me.
Thank you.
That's what we do. We're family, right? We take care of each other. So, I guess I better go back and see if Twilight can come with us real quick. The sooner we do this, the better. We're running out of time.
You leave and go looking for Twilight?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Yes. Eowyn will go back to his quarters.
Okay.
Yes, I go looking for Twilight.
Cool. As Covet goes up on deck and Awen goes towards his quarters, that leaves us Lauren alone for a bit. What's his Lauren's thoughts at the process?
Good question. If it were a soliloquy, then Lauren would be thinking about um, is this a justifiable thing to do? She would come to the conclusion, I think so. In the contents of the letter, you would think, is this a risk? You can come to the conclusion, yes, but we have covered enough of our bases that can have plausible deniability. We'll continue to think.
All right. We pan the camera to follow Covet von Sin up onto the deck, where you see Twilight's call lusting after a skin.
Yeah, that's not creepy. She comes up to him knowing how he is. Well, she first sees what he's looking at, and she just kind of shakes her head. And she does what she does best and walks over to him. And okay, first off, is he like normal size again?
Not
It's
yet.
4 hours.
It's 4 hours. He's going to be large for a while. He's going to be large until sunset.
If attacks last greater than 4 hours, please consult your local magi.
She looks up and says, "Hey, big guy, can you come here a second?"
How's the weather down there?
Ah ha ha! Like I haven't heard that one before.
Today.
She then says, "We need to go out into the city, but we need to come back before dark. And I need you."
Didn't we just go into the city?
Yeah, but we need to go back because there have been some. And she looks at the city, looking at a guard or two with a displacer beast, looking back around the city before she looks back at him and says, "Complications."
Does that mean I can get 2 or 3 of these pelts?
No.
So can I take one of them home?
No. Don't you think Serona would be very, very disappointed and jealous? She'd probably eat it.
She can have the carcass once I take care of the pelt.
No. So I need you to be my guard because what we're about to do could be not fun. But I need you to trust me.
What are we about to do?
Deliver a book?
Does this have this thing to do with Aowen?
Aowen is coming.
Does this have the thing to do with the letter that has been tampered with?
Aowen is coming.
So we're going to inform the House of Flowers that we have messed with their letter.
Aowen is coming.
Exasperated sigh.
You have to trust me.
I do.
I take 90 seconds here. Be right back, guys.
Can I get 3 pelts out of this?
No.
What are you offering?
A good boy.
What happened on the dock stays on the dock. Which we'll need to talk about that later.
The thing is that we don't want to draw too much attention, as you know.
Look at me, I'm 10.5 feet. I'm going to draw attention.
No, nobody's gonna mess with us.
Let's get this over with. Sure, this is the best course of action?
Aowen is coming.
I'm still upset that y'all didn't heed my warning of putting everything back together the way that it's supposed to be.
That was not my call to make. We're not having this conversation.
There's going to be consequences.
You're telling me things I already know.
And yet we're still doing this just the way that we are.
And you're still rehashing things that aren't going to be changing. Because it's not my call.
I reserve the right to say I told you so once all this is said and done.
Again, not my call. So...
What do I get in return?
You know what you get. And then she,
Deal. Shake?
No!
Yeah, very nice.
So, with that, she and Twilight wait for Aowen and Ismarin.
Just for the information of the party, what does he get in return?
That is always a fade to black.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was some biscuits. Anyway.
That may be part of it, though.
So, Eowyn, as the camera slides below the deck and into your room, what are you doing?
So I noticed that whenever I roll stealth checks, I have a disadvantage because of the armor.
Yes.
And since this, in case of things going south where stealth is required,
Uh-huh.
I don't doubt it will. I'd say just that anyone would remove his armor, and I already have an image pulled up of his old art
Okay.
of what his clothes with the armor look like.
Sure.
It's just from his old art, so.
Okay, so we're going to use just his clothing, no armor. Understood.
Yeah.
Cool. So after you get out of your armor, you're able to come back out. Is there anything you want to do in your quarter before that other than leave your armor there?
No.
All right. So,
Does that drop the AC down?
yeah, it does. So, just unequip that armor from your character sheet. You don't need to delete it, just unequip it. Covet and Twilight. Go ahead.
Which one is it? Is it the scale mail?
Yes. You
It's
should
the
have.
free train.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, the Ifriti change be the one. So just go ahead and unequip those armors. If you're not wearing armor, they need to be unequipped.
Okay. Brought it down to 15. I did not realize how much it gave.
Oh yeah. So, do you come out of your quarters?
Yeah.
All right. Islarin, Covet, Twilight, Kiki, Ayla. Eowyn comes out without wearing armor and is just in clothes. What kind of clothes are you wearing, Eowyn?
I already sent in the Discord chat.
Okay. Awesome. So we'll put that here. Awesome.
Okay.
Cool.
Fashion statement.
So, cool. Brown shirt, brown little tunic.
Yeah, it's pretty basic. It's from his old art. I might
Sure.
update it at some point.
Cool. So he's dressed in brown. I assume brown pants as well.
Uh, no, black tights, but he did keep his boots.
Okay. Cool. So Covet, Eowyn comes up ready to go, but not wearing any armor, going instead for a more stealthy look. Less audacious and bombastic than the Ifriti chain from another plane. He's gone for a civilian's outfit.
Well, you took the armor off because it was too loud, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
okay. And she hands over the gnome face mustache, so you wear it and, to disguise his look a little bit more.
Is that really the disguise you want?
I'm sorry, the what?
The gnome face mustache.
No.
If you wear it, you have a totally different look, and you were worried about what that they would recognize your face.
So that I really, really appreciate the sentiment, but no.
For the record, the reason that Kiki is dying at the moment is he knows where these come from.
I mean, really, if you don't want to, I understand, but I'm just saying.
It does
No.
have a point.
I am not wearing that.
It just makes you look like a gnome.
I don't want to look like a gnome. I don't want to look like you.
Excuse me?
An awful lot of crash and burn on this game.
I was gonna say, Covet's really taking it this time.
Well, Edge Awood, Exne Upitstay.
I was calling you short, not ugly.
She is about
That's
to lose
Hall of Fame quote right
her
there.
mind.
Twilight, you can see steam coming out of her ears.
So you see Twilight making this whole ceasefire, disregard, stop while you're ahead, sign language behind Covet as a word of warning of do not pass go, do not collect $200, you are on thin ice, do not go there.
And after that comment, she smiles, follows in her hand with the gnome face mustache, and puts it back in her bag, and says, "Fine. Everything's fine."
Everything's
Each
fine.
other.
And she begins to prepare the book. Weasel in the Meat Locker. Deliberately folding a dog ear. As much as it drives her insane, she would dog ear a page and hands it to Eowyn and says, "Put the letter where the dog ear is." It will be secure.
Covet, do we need to take you to a hospital? Because Covet would never dog-ear a book.
That is why she is absolutely. You can tell that she is furious
Uh-huh.
because of that. And once Aowen takes it, she turns on her heel and looks at Lauren and says, "Tell me when you are ready to go." And she goes and sits demurely on one of the steps that leads up to the helm.
Okay.
Ooh, you're in trouble.
Twilight, would you get involved in this at all?
Absolutely not. Twilight is absolutely ecstatic that all of this animosity is directed somewhere else.
Understood. All right.
There
Are
might
you
even be some shoulder massage. There might be some whispers in. There might be some amping up, stoking of the rage, something to maybe have a alternate source of release.
Covet will use all the rage that she has currently on the mission at hand, and she will be wearing 2 masks tonight. She will, as she slides on the mask of MKL, she is also going to be sliding on the mask of the noble.
okay?
That shows everything is fine, everything is peaceful, everything is calm.
How would Ayla be reacting to this situation as she's been reading her cookbook?
Ayla's rolling on the floor, dying laughing that somebody besides Twilight's in trouble. Because it's usually Twilight in trouble, but it's not this time.
All right. And Mr.
She's also wincing at the dog-eared page. Can't stand that.
Okay. For the record, people, do not dog-ear your books, please. Thank you.
Yes, please don't. That just makes me really in life want to cry. Please don't.
All right.
Use a bookmark, people. A bookmark, even if it's a receipt. Please use a bookmark.
Mr. Shakik Al-Nazir. From the Kiki's Nest, you've been able to watch this exchange. How would you be reacting? What would you be doing?
Can I hear what's going on?
Oh, yes.
Like what the plan is? Yeah, I mean, I think Kiki would probably be starting to suggest that the mustache is a good idea. And then hearing the rest of the conversation, we'll probably just decide that he's not going to jump in, especially after making the faux pas of from earlier in the day. So I think he'll just, listen and watch and maybe fly down and just say, hey, I mean, I don't know if I can be of any help, but happy to help out with your mission. But I think we gotta get moving or it's gonna get too late.
Covet? Kiki has interrupted your rage.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no rage. She's ready to mission.
Uh-huh.
Kiki will see the dog-eared page and just be like, oh, you got to press that down. Otherwise, it won't stay. And he'll run his hand over it.
Crease it.
Make sure it's creased.
That nice sharp crease that lasts forever.
You got to have a sharp crease on that. Or when you move the book, it's just going to go back the way it was. This is better.
I
Like you just
sincerely hope that this is actually not something that you would do in real life.
You press the thumbnail down there to truly.
Yeah, exactly.
Kiki and Twilight and Ayla know exactly in real life how much I care for my books. I have embossed my entire library With
Oh, I saw your embossing. I was very impressed.
oh yeah, it's a thing. All my books say property of, and yeah,
No, I
it's
love it.
great.
It's a better way. It's a reassures that you might get your book back when you loan it out.
You're more likely to actually, which is really nice, and it's in pretty decent condition when it has your name in it. All right. So she is waiting demurely.
You guys ready to depart?
Yes, A1 is ready to go.
All right. So, is everyone going, or is anyone staying behind?
I think he will go, but he's gonna fly. He's gonna fly above them. He's gonna watch from above,
Sure.
and just try to so that it's not. So yeah, just to try to not bring too much attention to the party.
So is
Valid.
it the Fantastic Four and Romo staying on the boat?
The Fantastic Four absolutely will. Do you want Romulus to stay on the boat, Islarin?
Hey, when do you want Romos to accompany us?
I believe there's enough people going. He should stay.
Okay, he will stay on the ship. He will, however, give Islarin a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Despite his size,
didn't know
Twilight
you
will
could do
try to be small.
He will think small. The fun part is you have disadvantage on your stealth check, and you still got a 29. Awesome.
No, see Twilight.
So, guys depart the ship and head off across town. Got a little bit before dusk. Where are we going?
I look at Aowen.
Because Aowen's the only person who knows where you're going.
We're going to Mountain Libraries run by Thorn Meadow.
Okay. So you go to the Bed of Roses. And as you guys arrive, the place is empty.
Hey guys, the place is empty.
Got one job on this ship.
Are there supposed to be people here? Yes, Mister.
I heard there was a book club. I say it loudly enough. If anyone eavesdropping would hear it.
A young man comes from the back. Hello. Oh. Eowyn, you have brought mistresses. Welcome. I will prepare food. One moment.
What? Wait. It's really just a quick visit.
Yes.
I found this book outside. Its owner wasn't around, so I thought I'd return it here.
Oh. Thank you. Oh, this is one of my client's favorites. I appreciate you returning it. I hope that it will find its owner. I will ensure that it is safe and taken care of. And he takes the book from you. He looks at it. Looks up at you. Looks at the book. Are you certain that you found this outside of my shop?
I'm certain. The character, where's the letter placed? Is it like sticking out a bit?
You said you put it in the dog-eared page, so it would be inside the book?
No, I'm pretty sure. Let me read what it said.
Okay.
I said on,
On.
so it would be sticking out a little bit at the top.
Okay. He looks at it. Ah, I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you'll pardon me, I will get you some tea. Please, have a seat. And he's going to take the book towards the kitchen.
Oh, wait,
You call out, wait. He turns. Yes.
It's getting quite late. I don't think we have time for it.
Oh, but I must insist. We cannot send you out without tea. It will only take a few moments. You will have plenty of time to return to... He looks at Islarin. Your ship.
I wouldn't drink it.
No, I'm sorry. We really must be going.
Very well. A pleasure to have had you in my establishment. Do you guys leave?
Let's just go.
All right. So you guys can leave.
As we leave, I'm gonna look around, see if anyone is paying any kind of attention to us.
Sure, roll your perception check.
Either attention beyond. I told you, Sophia, not today. I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna use my inspiration. Rely on the other party members to also be keeping watch.
Nope.
I'm gonna. I mean, that's what I was doing, was trying to
Yep.
keep watch from up above.
Cool. So let's keep yours. Aowen comes out with the perception check as well. Awesome. Twilight, Aowen. Kiki, awesome. So
I'm just worried about the time, so I'm always watching time.
right. So as you guys come out of the establishment, you'll see that one of the windows closes. Someone was watching you guys from the building itself and has closed the window. Ready to depart? Okay. So, you guys can return to your ship. You will return to the ship before dusk.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I don't think we should head straight towards the ship. I think we should take a few detours first, just in case.
Sure.
Will we make it in time before dusk, before dark?
As long as you don't get lost. Who's leading the party through a strange city? Is it going to be Giant Twilight?
Yes,
The man? Or is it going to be one of the women? Or will it be Kiki? Who's leading the party? I need a volunteer.
If they look like they don't know where they're going, Kiki will land and try to lead them back to the ship.
Okay.
I mean, obviously has not heard the comment from Eowyn that they want to take a circuitous route.
Okay. Can I get your survival check to navigate the city? It's a low skill check.
Good, because I have low skills. Oh, not bad.
Cool. You easily can navigate them back to the ship through a circuitous route. And make sure that you're not being followed. You guys get there just as the sun is beginning to touch the horizon.
Hey guys, look, the sun is about to touch the horizon.
Got one job on this ship.
That's 3 now. We need to have a count.
He's the dog behind you somewhere. All right. So you've delivered your letter. You've returned to your ship. You've done some shopping. You visited the library. Is there anything else you guys would like to do in Kesu? Or would you like to leave here at sunset?
We just distribute all the potions.
You can.
I added two, for the record, I added two heroism potions to my sheet.
Very well. Cool. So what's the plan? As Rolmos will follow the instructions of his beautiful wife, Islaren.
I think we should get out of here, guys, but this place feels a little weird to me.
Has the tide left yet? Are we going out with the tide?
The tide would be going out now.
I think that would be a good idea.
Before we go, I'll find either the captain of the guard if she's on duty, or whoever else is most immediately in charge in the area, just
Okay.
to tell them it was a pleasure to be in your city. I'm sorry that we could not stay any longer.
So Kakatu looks at you from the docks. Of course. I trust that you had a good errand earlier.
Absolutely. The Ramaloon was quite helpful.
Well, I hope that the next time you come to Kesu, you're able to remain where you belong, instead of infiltrating the city for your own ends. Your ship was not welcome here anymore.
I'm afraid I do not know what you mean.
Your people departed and did not ask for an escort. You approached one of our establishments by means of stealth, which we could not detect. I am certain that you have smuggled something, but I have no evidence. Therefore, you are not under arrest, because I cannot prove it. But you were not aboard your ship for the better part of an hour.
I apologize for the misunderstanding. I was not aware that we would need an escort for such an excursion.
Next time...
As far as
Go ahead.
smuggling, certainly not.
Roll a deception check. This is not persuasion. This is absolutely deception. You did smuggle something.
Hmm.
All right.
Did you?
Yes. Just because you're not the one carrying it doesn't mean you didn't engage in the smuggling. Well, perhaps my suspicions are unfounded. Either way, next time you visit our fair city, provide the fact that we can escort you wherever you go, to ensure that there is no misunderstandings in the future. Safe
Certainly.
travels to you and the rest of the Protectorate.
Good tidings with you.
She will wait there on the docks as you guys can pull up the gang, or sorry, her men will pull down the gangplank, throw off the lines, and let your ship free. As your ship turns, Rolmos is going to direct the ship out to sea. As you guys depart into the sunset, it's going to be a wonderful night to get away from such an oppressive place. off you go.
I'm kind of glad to be out of that. To be honest, I don't know. It's Lyran. You seem to like the people a little bit better than maybe some of us did, but I didn't. They didn't seem like great people.
I'm gonna have to spend all night calming Covet down from the last conversation.
He is going to remain silent for a good chunk of the night and is going to keep watch to make sure that they are not followed because she does not trust the Josesai at all.
I really hope you didn't take my comments too personally.
Oh, it was taken personal.
It's fine, she says as she
but-
continues to look behind them.
Covet, I was saying that you're a nice person. That's why it's so easy to forget that you're Fae. I meant that in the best possible way.
It's all good. It's all good.
Really
Come
came
on.
up right ahead of me.
Haven't anyone tried to approach you?
Covet allows it.
I just want to thank you for helping me.
You're welcome. I'm glad that it was successful. Espionage is never easy.
Did espionage or assassination?
A little bit of both, probably. I didn't see what was in the letter.
Nothing. You left the powder out of it.
You want me to use the powder?
Tonight.
I think Twilight wants it to be used on him.
No, I think it. Yeah. But what you did was not easy. It takes courage. Good job.
Thank you again.
No worries.
I'll find a way to repay you someday. I promise.
She says, okay. Are you willing to make a deal on that? I'm giving you the choice. I could have just given you my hand.
I am willing to make a deal on it.
She holds out her hand.
Everyone will grab her hand.
The deal is
And there's a nice dark swirl that goes up your arm and turns into fire as it touches his.
Kevin just looks at it and goes, well, that's interesting.
Does that not usually happen?
It's usually smoky.
Oh. Is that bad?
With a 16, would she know why it did that?
No.
Interesting.
Well, I hope you can rest easy tonight. At least try to.
I will rest easy the farther away we are from the Josesai. That probably won't happen for a day or so. But thank you. Those are kind words.
You're welcome. It's better than never, I suppose.
Joe's desire not to be trusted. So, as you know already, they've already attacked Nausha. I don't want them following us.
I'm sure they have no reason to follow us.
You never know. Well, why don't you go get some rest? I'll keep watch for now.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm too jittery to sleep.
If you say so. I'll be below deck if you need me.
Of course.
Cool. So, you guys sail on into the night.
And excuse me,
Yes.
your soundboard just left the call.
Soundboard just left the call. That's odd. We will fix that. There we go. Thank you for the heads up. So, is everyone going to go to bed and let the Fantastic Four take watch with Rolmos?
I'm headed to bed.
Okay. Ayla heads
It's
to
been a long
bed.
day it's been a long day in the sun.
I
Sure.
will pull one shift tonight to allow Romo some reprieve.
Okay.
I am also staying watch.
Awesome. As you guys are on watch, the ship sails westward, as the plan was, all night long. Just before your watch ends, though, Twilight, the moon turns green.
Well, that can't be good.
Ellie, did the moon just turn green?
A fog begins to roll in. Twilight,
Looks like a fog is rolling in.
got one job on this ship. And you hear the creaking of another ship in the darkness, Twilight.
Looks like there's another ship creaking in the darkness.
Got one
Um,
job.
Could that be the pirate ship?
Yeah, I thought that too.
And
You're
Coming
We'll
in
out
sound
of-
the alert.
you call for the alert?
Yep.
All right. Rolmos comes running up. The Fantastic Four emerged. Who all is going to respond to the alert?
I will.
Kiki will fly down
Hello?
from the Kiki's nest.
All right.
Well,
Well, everybody, all this is going on. I had rolled a history check for any of this. Is this that? Is that pirate ship?
It is.
That's what I
Okay.
thought.
All right. So, as the alert is called, everyone comes up on deck and sees this ship emerging from the darkness right
Oh, that's cool.
alongside yours. Is there anything
Is it?
people would like to do?
Is the ship itself sort of cloaked in a like a dark energy, or is it?
It is
Just
generating
nighttime?
a fog around it. And it
But the
feels
fog
evil.
seems, yeah, it does feel evil. Okay.
Can I dispel magic on it?
Certainly
It
try.
hasn't attacked us yet. Despite it being near us, we should see if it attacks first in order not to set it off.
I've got a feeling that I would try to dispel magic on it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll Dispel Magic. It is much higher than a 3rd level spell.
Okay, I have a 6th level dispel magic.
It is higher than 6th level.
Uh-oh.
Probably 9th.
That's why
Kiki's gonna look over at Covet and be like, "Hey, maybe we should have talked about the darkness coming over the waves."
Uh-huh. Yep. I don't think that's the time for
As the ship
Is there
approaches, you can see
any
the
way that I
name of
can
the
roll
ship.
the DC?
I'm sorry, repeat?
Any way that I can roll the DC?
Yeah, please roll the DC.
What would I need to roll?
It's a charisma check just up across the top. With a 25, the mist fades and you hear a voice from the other ship. Well, now, aren't you something special?
Don't quite enjoy having ships show up to us with a mist across the waves and a green moon over the night.
Well, then you shouldn't be engaging in things that are above your pay grade. Your
Funny.
name.
Find most things below my pay grade, or even above my pay grade for that matter.
What is your name? Are you Managath?
I personally am not. However, I do know such an individual.
Heave to. I would speak to the captain of the ship.
Twilight will say, "His Lauren, is your husband available?"
Romos steps up. I am.
And of yours?
I don't know her, but I'm the captain of the vessel. Therefore, I will do what is necessary.
Well, at least the mist is gone.
She smiles at you. For now. The dramatics were necessary. Now, the captain of the vessel. Immediately. Romos is going to come forward. And if it's pixelated, just zoom out and back in, it'll fix.
That's a nice little trick. Love
Yeah.
that.
What do you want, pirate? I'm no pirate. In spite of what your, quote, protectorate thinks. Your ship, though, is out of its leagues. Literally. You don't belong here, Shinozan. Why have you wandered so far from your homes? That matter is not for you. Really?
May I ask who are we engaging with? May I have your name?
A Fae asking for my name? I think not. No. Covet von Sin. You may not have my name.
Clever little thing.
However, I will tell you, regardless, that you have met Ashelin Delis. The question is whether you'll live to tell the tale or not.
And how do you know me?
You've recently been to a wedding, Lady Von Sin, between Romos Manigath and Islorn Sonozath at the Night Spire. Your husband, Twilight's Call, and yourself dressed in garb from the Shantaran Grove. You were accompanied by Shakik al-Nazir, four
is
women,
this?
and Ayla Taylor of the Cardiel Isle, along with Eowyn of the Blue Cloaks, sir. So you are known to me. I have questions, though, and I do not mean ill intent to you or your ship. As beautiful of a vessel as it is, it would not meet my needs, so I have no interest in it.
Then ask, and perhaps we shall answer.
She smiles. Well, do you know what has happened to Kashana's pin?
Hobbit stiffens a little. What do you know of the pin?
I know that the pin is powerful and could fit the needs of a friend of mine.
Who's the friend?
Does that matter?
Always matters.
Well, I'm not one to say. After all, we all have our secrets, don't we? And I believe that she would like to keep hers.
I once had the pin, but I no longer have it.
Is it aboard your ship? I would gladly trade for it.
I can honestly say no.
You wouldn't lie, would you, Covet Von Sin? It's very unladylike, and the people of Ashelion would be disapproving of such deception.
Oh, you know Faye better than that.
Indeed. But are there any other artifacts for which you may not have a need that you would be willing to trade? I can afford most of what is on your ship, including the people, regardless of the price you quote.
What of... Who do you work for? Are you allowed to say?
I work for myself, and I am allowed to say that. I do not work for others. I make deals with them, and I trade, but I do not work for others.
Ah, a privateer then. I can respect that.
Perhaps a privateer. I prefer entrepreneur and collector.
Interesting. So, if I was to, I don't know, offer up potential vials of dragon blood, what would you offer in return?
Dragon's blood. Oh, dear boy. Sorry. I get ahead of myself. Lord Twilight of Shantara. Dragon's blood is so volatile. Well, I could offer you easily 1,200 gold pieces for each vial. I'm sure I can come up with some use for such a thing. Would that be
Yeah,
enough?
it would not. No.
Such a shame.
And here I thought you were wanting to make a deal.
Trade, not necessarily a deal. But I was looking for a couple of artifacts and I was wondering if you might have knowledge about them. I'm willing to pay for the knowledge, should you have the knowledge. Would you be interested in discussing?
Describe said items.
I'd rather not shout them across the sea. May I come aboard?
That's not up to me.
Almost looks at Islard for decision.
No. You may come closer to the edge of the ship. You may attempt to speak more quietly, but I see no reason to let you aboard yet.
Okay. Twilight, you've been granted inspiration. And she smiles and will levitate to about 3 feet off the edge of your ship, where she will hover as your ship is still underway. Like a dark angel in the night, she hovers in midair to discuss with you the situation. So, the things I am looking for. The Black Heart of Nalgor. Have you heard of it?
I don't know nothing about it, I don't think.
Nope. What it's called? Nope. You're looking for a 20 here, guys.
Wow.
I have never heard of such a thing.
It's fine. Not many have, and it would be disturbing if you had. Ayla, would you be rolling history as well? She might be AFK.
No, she's there. She just.
I'm here. I'm trying to find it now. There.
Okay. With a -2, Kiki doesn't know. All right. None of you have heard of the Black Heart of Nalgar.
No.
Perhaps the Eye of Azura? Islarin, I will send this to you.
Do I recognize her from being the one that was spying on us at the wedding?
She is not the one that was spying on you at the wedding. All right, so
22 and 24.
we have 3 people who know this information. So the Eye of Azura is a cursed emerald that lets its wielder foresee possible futures, though it also shows false visions designed to lead them towards destruction. Legends claim that whoever possesses the eye will have the knowledge to rule the seas uncontested.
Twilight will say that I've heard of some tales and legends about the eye. It is rumored that it is a cursed emerald that lets its wielder foresee possible futures. But it also shows potential false visions designed to lead towards destruction. That whoever may possess said eye would have knowledge to rule the seas. Are you looking to rule the seas there, Miss Elise?
I already rule, save for where those who oppose me are it would be beneficial to have everyone under one banner so as to end the conflicts and wars across all of Toivoa. Wouldn't you agree that peace is better than war, sir?
And how would that method of acquisition under a single banner proceed? Usually, forced competence or compliance usually is met with some type of friction.
This is why I wish to acquire the Eye of Ajura. The knowledge it contains will inevitably allow me the necessary motivations and manipulations, deals, and appropriate politics in order to provide peace to the seas without conflict or force.
Are you willing to take the chance of it showing you false visions and false advice
Oh, well.
that leads to your destruction?
I've risked so many things for my goals. Miss Von Sin, I'm sorry. Lady Von Sin. That what's one more? We only live once. At least most of us do.
Though I have no known knowledge of where its current location is, only the legends, tales, rumors, and whispers.
Such a shame. I also seek the bloodstained dagger of Ezirak. Do you know where that is?
Damn.
Alright, setting this to covet.
Now that is interesting. Why would you want to have something like...
To get it out of the wrong hands. I want to ensure that it's safe and not something that the wrong people would use. I wish to place it in a vault so that it is inaccessible. You'd agree that such an artifact being out in Toivoa would be a danger. Would you not agree? Especially with Vagrodan about.
Have you seen the dragon?
I have. As I know you have as well. For I spotted your ship a few days hence, and have waited for you to leave Kesu before I approach to discuss these things.
What makes you think that we have seen or even possession or knowledge of the location of these artifacts?
You are from Shantara Grove. Are you not Lord Call?
There are many names.
There are many names, yes. But when one dresses in the garb of the Shantaran Grove and has the last name of Call and claims so much about Shantara and questions so many people about such a topic, inevitably one is bound to discover the truth and make connections. Lord Call, I have no aims against you, or your people, or your grove or island. We are not enemies. I simply wish to find artifacts that originally came from your homeland, and the dagger of Ezirak is one that should not be here on the material plane. Would you agree?
Many
Miss Fox?
things are in. Many things are out of balance, and I attempt and I am inclined to write, said Balance. Whether or not they are meant for others' hands or my own, or to return to the vaults from which they came, is still a different matter altogether.
Of course. Perhaps in the future, should I return some of these artifacts to the vaults of Shintara, should you manage to re-establish yourself in that grove, we could potentially be considered friends?
That remains to be seen.
At least the opportunity is there. And the soul-bind chalice. All right. So, there you go, Twilight. You're the only one who got that information.
Each of these items that you seek usually comes at a cost, one that is not easily paid and is usually far exceeding the potential value and or benefit that they may present.
Indeed. But do you know where it is?
I do know it.
Such a shame. I have a lead, but it leads to the House of Flowers. Do you know anyone who might be associated with such an organization?
I personally have no association with the House of Flowers.
She smiles coolly at you as she hovers next to the ship. That is not what I asked. Your wordsmithing is well done. Do you know someone associated with the House of Flowers that I'm able to speak to?
I will look to my compatriots upon the ship. Is anybody here known or associated or has other type of reflections upon the House of Flowers that may be able to present an opportunity of query from this potential associate?
Nobody responds? Well, if you have not met them yet, you will eventually, especially as you seek political power. Beware, Lord Call, Lady Von Sin, Ambassador Sonozath, and Admiral Managath. The House of Flowers seeks political power. They will find it. Be cautious. Well, you have proven to be quite magnanimous in your hosting, but useless in knowledge. Please, enjoy your voyage. I and the Abyssal Wraith will leave this place for now, and pray tell that we do not meet you again, lest next time we not have such a pleasant exchange of discourse.
You mean you're not going to make your way to Chantara Grove once I reclaim my birthright?
Not aboard the Wraith.
No, Delise.
Good?
that if you think that the seas are ever tranquil enough to be ruled under one banner, something that even we could not accomplish, then perhaps the Eye of Azura already infiltrates you with the hubris that it grants.
Ambassador, you are most wise. I will consider what you've stated. Have a good night. And I hope you all rest well. And she turns and looks at Shakik al-Nazir with a wry grin. She means more than that, but won't say it, as her figure hovers back, still facing you, towards her ship, and alights on its deck. The ship will turn with a gesture of her hand. The crew moves the sails and rigging to depart and leave your ship unbothered. Is there anything you'd like to do before her ship disappears into the darkness?
GM, real quick. Did we see these things in the library in Australia?
You did not. Nope. For the record, I am seeding a lot of things here for future, perhaps in this campaign, perhaps in other campaigns. I'm just seeding a lot of things here because these are things that your characters may know about, but as players, you may not. These are things that you may have heard of, especially since you're from Shantara, and a couple of these are from there. So,
yeah,
we're just
not sure if I would have gotten a tour as a 6-year-old by the father through the family vault.
No, and not necessarily through the family vault. These would have been from the island itself, not necessarily from his collection.
Okay.
Remember, it's a big island. Big island. There's a lot of people that live there. A lot. So, several thousand. All right. So, as the ship disappears into the darkness, you guys are left alone aboard yours. An encounter with Ashlyn Delise that you've lived through. Now that's a tale to be told at the nearby tavern.
Well,
He's well informed.
Abbott, did you expect them to show up here, given the dream that I had, or do you think that that's not related?
my contact said that in regards to it potentially being Shantara Grove coming through the dreams, they've never heard of anything like that. But it can't be. But the arcane is vast, and there are many things that we don't understand. Could have been a warning too. I don't know.
I'm just concerned about all these artifacts and being extrapolated from my island.
The sooner we get these things back, the sooner we get Shantara Grove back.
Each one of these is a threat upon themselves.
Agreed. No single person can have any of them. But, Kiki, I will continue to study and research. There has to be an explanation. These dreams are too real.
It doesn't seem. It seems like there's got to be a connection, because she's asking all about stuff from Shantara Grove And that warning, if you think that's from Shintara Grove, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's some power in your homeland that was reaching out to give us a warning.
It's possible. What
I
do you
don't
think,
know that
Tyler?
anything friendly is still in the grove. I don't know that if anything that would potentially be giving us a warning from the grove.
Maybe it wasn't from the Grove. Maybe it was from potential allies, people who used to live there.
I wouldn't even know where to begin to look for them.
I could reach out. I
We'd have to cross over to the plains first.
I have somebody who might have an answer. I'll have to reach out. My brother was supposed to head over to Shantara Grove at one point. Maybe I can reach out.
He's still alive?
As far as I know, I haven't been told otherwise. Can try. I'll see what I can do. Hurt to ask. So with that, she looks at Kiki and the group and says, time to get some research done. And she walks down to her berth.
Okay.
Lauren turns to Twilight and says, I did not know she had a brother.
It's not a blood thing.
It's not a blood thing. What is he, just a friend?
By another mother.
I'm still trying to figure it all out, but supposedly it has something to do with the consortium? I'm not sure.
That's a
It's a
surprise.
recent.
I think that may be I think that may be a blood thing.
It's a recent acquisition. I'm not sure.
All right. So you guys go back to bed?
Yeah, a couple more hours.
All right. Cool. You guys go back to bed and can pass the rest of the night uneventfully. Waking up in the morning at dawn. Getting the benefits of a long rest. So hit the long rest button and confirm that, please.
Kiki, are you finally not exhausted?
I have finally removed all of my levels of exhaustion. Correct.
That's a feat in and of itself.
I mean, it was, it's just building up that stamina.
Uh-huh.
Is it-
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to call it. Building up the stamina. Awesome. Cool. So as dawn breaks, what would you guys like to do today?
I'm going to distribute the diamonds that I bought. So I believe currently we had 200 gold pieces worth of diamonds in the party somewhere, and I think Eowyn had them. But correct me if I'm wrong.
I think you're correct. Or it was in the group loop.
All right. So I'm going to give 400 gold pieces worth of diamonds to Eowyn, 600 to Ayla, 1,000, and then I'll keep the other 300 for myself. That way, everyone who is capable of casting Revivify, has plenty of diamonds on hand.
That's
Those
probably a
of us
good
who are
idea.
squishy appreciate it. Thank you.
Greatly.
I guess I'm gonna go pull out the book and send a message to my brother.
Right? Cool. So, what's the message we're sending to which brother?
This one's going to go to Tay.
Okay.
And she asks how going to Shantara Grove went, and asks if there are any people that he knows of that are loyal to the Call family.
Okay. Can you just type that out real quick?
For sure.
So, as you type that up, Twilight, what would you be doing this morning?
If I am not driving the boat, I would do the morning maintenance on my Sharona,
Okay.
and then continue to read the new ferrets in the farmhouse.
Okay. Is Lauren? What would you be doing this morning?
Uh, I think, um, I think I'd find Kiki and ask if he'd like to spar.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love that.
It's been a while since we've done that.
Awesome.
It has been a little while.
I'll invite, actually, wait. I'll invite Ramos and the Fantastic Four. But if Ramos is driving the ship, not, but, I'll invite anyone who wants to join in and we can all practice together.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'll help to set up a little sparring center in the center of the deck. Maybe clear some stuff off.
All right. Ayla, what would you be doing this morning?
That's a good question. I think I'm going to watch them spar.
Okay.
Maybe I can pick up some hints because I do have a mace I can use occasionally. So
Awesome. And Eowyn, what would you be doing? Eowyn's having some more issues.
Sorry, I'm here.
Cool. What would you be doing this morning, Eowyn?
I'll be above deck, just seeing if I can get some fresh air after everything.
Okay. Cool. Well, Covet Von Sin, as you send off the message, did you use the command word?
I was waiting for you to allow me to do so.
Okay.
All right, for everybody's benefit, it's wee ba wee wa woo shash.
And as you do so, and the message is sent, it lights up for a moment before returning to just an ink. And you will hear Leslie's voice. Hello, Covet.
Leslie. I thought Tay had the book.
He does. He just so happens to be here with me at the moment. Would you like to speak, Tay?
Yes, ma'am. Sure would.
Brother.
Hey, sis, what's
Um,
going on?
well, I've come across some very interesting things. And I'm really hoping that you can help us out here.
I'll do my best. You know it.
Well, I have a person that's looking for a lot of things from Shantara Grove, and it's not
Mm.
good things that anybody should have. And I was hoping that you could, in your travels to Shantara Grove, well, first off, I hope that went well.
Nah, not so much. But yeah. So,
Are you unwell? Are you okay? First.
uh, well, I'm okay. Kind of, sorta. It's hard to explain. Obviously, I'm back here with Leslie right now, though.
I'm glad that you are safe, though. Um, in your travels before you went to Shantara, did you happen to come across anybody who was potentially loyal, still loyal to the Call family?
Crossed a couple people that seemed to know the Call family and still had admiration for the Call family, but didn't think any of them existed anymore. They mentioned something of a child that managed to have escaped, possibly, but yeah, they're around. They're just few and far between from what we could see.
That was the child. Um, do you have the names of those that are loyal?
I do not recall them off the top of my head, but let me see what I can find out, and I'll get back with you.
That would be good. We we need those names because if we can get in contact with them, well, let's just say it would be beneficial for Shantara Grove.
True. I mean, I know there was a few. For some reason, the name Stell Brightgrove rings out. She was aware of the Call family. Um, some of a few folks in Bilgewater, at various establishments were aware of the Call families, and I met an interesting woman that actually in there that she knew a lot about the Call family.
Oh, do you know her name?
Yeah. Um, she was at the well local um poorhouse, I guess if you want to put it that way. She was the sister of the patron of the place. I can't remember her name if I'm being completely honest with you. She was quite friendly though.
Do you know what she looked like?
Oh yeah. She she had well kind of yellowish eyes. She was pretty muscular. She liked to wear a nice tight black dress and she's kind of short, but she didn't put up with a whole lot of guff.
Sounds like a feisty person.
Yeah, she was quite fun.
Oh, I'm certain she was. Um, what? I mean, I will see what I can do. Can you tell me where I can find possibly Stell Grove? If I can speak.
Yeah, the last place we knew she was while we were assaulting Shantara Grove. She was also assaulting from the opposite side to help provide a distraction for us. Um, I know her current residence is in the actual Bright Grove itself. Uh, whether she made it back there or not, I don't know. I actually lost most of my party That's why I'm back here. So yeah, it didn't go too well. But that's the last I knew of her location.
I hope she made it home.
Mm.
I will see. I'll put some feelers out, see if I can find any more information. I really appreciate it, Tay. I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. We'll be around. I'll be in the tavern from here and there. Holler if you need me.
I sure will. Be safe, brother.
As a question, because I have to cut in here, would the character have remembered the girl's name in spite of the player?
Yes.
All right, so it would have been the name Castellus.
Dallas.
Always the gentleman, remembering the lady's name.
Oh yeah, she left quite the impression on Tay for sure.
All right, appreciate you coming in and hanging out and answering some questions.
Absolutely. Y'all good luck.
Amazing.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So with that, I know that people have to go soon. So you've got some answers from Tay about that situation with Shintara. You've got some information about the Fey realms. We've got some more leads coming up, which is interesting. The question becomes, what will the crew of the ship face as you guys head westwards? On the horizon ahead of you, far in the distance, you can see black smoke rising from the shoreline. We'll find out
Looks like
what
there's
happens
black
next
smoke
week.
rising.
Go ahead.
Looks like there's black smoke rising from the shoreline.
And
Indeed.
that's not good.
Got one job on this ship. And we'll find out next week what happens with the Us Against the Gods group.